What's going on, everybody? It is your boy kevinmcolon, the only fighting game content creator on YouTube that has recorded every video he's ever made in his underwear. I'm not going to stand up to prove it. What's going on, guys? I know what you must be thinking. A Tech Tuesday video on a Wednesday? Listen, shh. I won't tell if you won't, okay? Sometimes scheduling, sometimes internet. What do you want me to do? But if you'd like to get some of this advice live, you can do so over at twitch.tv/kevinmcolon. Of course, the link is in the description. As always, I stream 4 times a week, if not 3. Tekken, Mortal Kombat 11, and sometimes even some single-player variety games. Your boy likes trophy hunting too. Can I play some games that aren't a fighting game for a minute, you know? Can I? Of course I can. And if you'd like to join me while I do so, feel free to do so over there. And of course, again, I am still trying to do a YouTube stream specifically over here to play fighting games with you guys once I hit 1,000 subs. So when we hit that goal, expect a scheduled stream for that coming shortly. But in the meantime, let's get over today's tech. And of course, as always, if you read the title of the video, I'm very basic with my video titles. It explains what we're going to talk about today, and that is options that you have to deal with SubZero's creeping ice, one of the most frustrating moves for beginner to intermediate players who don't know what their options are to deal with it. Today's video should be a little short because it's quick to go over the options, and I'm not trying to hit 10 minutes just for the money. I don't need it that bad, you know, but it's important that you know what your options are to deal with the move. And then again, we're going to go over some specifics with how we answer the move, because not all of what I'm going to do in today's video will work for your character. Some of it's character dependent, so we'll talk about that in a sec. But for starters, SubZero's creeping ice. I'm going to go ahead and record the AI doing creeping ice off of back 3-2. So if you're not aware, this is what his creeping ice move looks like, and this is the frustration with it for everybody. Actually, let me put him to do the string and then block. We can see him blocking here for an absorbent amount of time. And so the question becomes, how do I punish this thing? And you can never get in. And of course, Cassie, as I said in other videos, is such a great character for whiff punishing things. But by the time you block this move, you see he is on -5 at this distance. There's literally pretty much nothing you can do about it. I can try to flying kick in. He's blocking by then. So a lot of people get frustrated because they want to be able to deal with this move. A lot of people get hit when they don't expect it, or they think it's going to be one. They try to answer back. They get hit with the amplify, or again, there's no way to get in. You can't even jump in after the move. And I see so many, again, beginner to intermediate players, and sometimes high level depending, struggle with this move. It's not as real as it seems. Now, there's real mind games around it. I don't want you to mistake it as this is like a completely fake gimmick, but there are answers to this depending on how you want to deal with it. It's just specific, and that's why it can be troublesome. But it's better that you know than you don't know and get forced into just blocking it the whole time, because if you watch Cassie's health, that chip damage is pretty impressive. Look how much I took for just taking that move. So you don't want to do that the whole game. You'll get blown up for that as well. So how do we answer creeping ice? There's going to be 2 different ways. It depends on whether or not he wants to amplify the move. So since I've recorded him to amplify, I'm going to talk about the amplify first. Then we'll get into how to deal with the mind games that come around it after we deal with both versions of the move. So the amplify. Here's one thing, okay? You can trade. You're not always going to want to do this, but if this will steal you the game, if this is like a chip out tactic where SubZero wants to do this to take the game and you have a fast enough move, you can trade. What you want to be careful with is that he is going to neutral under a lot of high strings. You see, if I try to answer with 1-1, which is going to be my faster button, I lose again. If I answer with forward 4, I trade. So you can do that. I don't recommend you do that. I recommend you go for the better option, which is you can jump straight over this thing and get a full combo punish on this man. He just ate 320 damage for trying to do that to me because I saw it coming. Look at you. Doesn't SubZero feel stupid now? What are you doing, man? You dummy. All right, so that's the amplified version you can jump over, and that's pretty much universal. It doesn't matter what character you're using. Obviously, as you see here, you can go for like your easy bread and butter, or if you have a jumping combo that's pretty optimal, you can try to go for your harder combo and see if you can get that going. That is going to be solely for the amplified version. Now, if he doesn't have meter and he still does this, the answer is different. That answer is going to be, you actually have to short hop the move. Oh no, I want to hit my cool combo. Hold on. He did breakaway. This man did breakaway. The AI is crazy. Anyways, you can short hop the move. Jumping over will still be effective, but the problem is, it's not always going to be a guaranteed punish. Wait, let me make sure I record this correctly. As you see here, so this is going to be the problem with the non-amplified version, is that he can block in time. He can completely do it. So instead, short hop this one, get right into the action. And of course, that short hop is not going to work on the amplified version because you will just land in the second hit. So it's different depending. Now, if you are unsure of which option you want to go for, you're not good at like identifying his meter, or you're not sure whether or not your opponent is going to try to change up whether they want to amplify the move or not amplify the move, it is completely fine to just jump over every time, because even if he's doing the non-amplified version, it is still your turn. You can get into your own shenanigans. You can do a jumping 2 and back throw just to throw him off. I would be surprised in a setup like that if you jump over if it doesn't hit. So you always have an out in just jumping over the opponent. And you can punish if you time it very specifically. But more often than not, when you jump over, they'll probably be able to block in time. It's very specific when you can punish the move. Though it's possible. And if you want to sit in the lab and practice, which of course I always recommend you sit in the lab and practice, the specific timing to punish both of them, jumping over can be a punish on both versions. But you're going to have to work on that. I would just recommend though that for most people, if you try to get that punish, what will usually happen to you is what happens to me is I'll go for it and I'll jump too early. Or she won't cross up, which is the other problem. You've seen it happen a couple. You'll get this instead. That's what makes it wonkier. It's more consistent to get the short hop version if it's the non-amplified version, because you don't have to worry about that timing. Cool combo. I want to do the cool one. Ba-da-ba-ba. I'm in a singing mood today. You gotta forgive me for that. Now, mind games that can come around it. Well, let's say your opponent starts realizing, and they're smarter than the average SubZero player, which a lot of people are at this point, and they realize, hey, this man keeps jumping. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna ice ball to stop him from jumping, because I get a free combo if I do this. This is where we get into the character dependent part of the video. If you are someone like Cassie Cage, you can actually jump out of that too. So this makes this matchup very annoying for SubZero with her female hurt box, because she can actually still get out of it. Now that doesn't go for all characters. If we go to someone like SubZero, let's say, and you're playing a SubZero mirror, and you want to enact a similar strategy, it won't work. And I'm just going to pick SubZero real quick so you can see that it won't be effective in that same manner. But that is a dependent, one, on if your character is female or male, and two, on how your character likes to jump. One of the reasons Cassie gets saved is because she jumps in a front flip, which actually helps her avoid even the ice ball altogether. So at that point, SubZero is limited to like finishing the string or trying to set up like his avalanche bubble, which you still might get over anyway. But you'll see on someone like SubZero fighting SubZero, this doesn't work, and this doesn't work. Now again, you can make a read that is coming out and get a punish yourself, but that's again reliant on you making the read. However, the creeping ice tactics will still work the same. Sorry. Oh, it's so much harder to time it with him. There we go. And of course the jump over on the amplify as well. Look at the AI trying to shimmy me. And we say bye-bye, SubZero. Goodbye, broski. So that's going to be how you deal with creeping ice. It's not going to make the move 100 times easier to deal with. And again, as I like to say with a lot of this stuff, it's all easier said than done, but still, it's better that you know what your options are than not knowing what your options are at all. And you want to show your opponent that they might have to pay the price if they go for creeping ice bars, okay? Keep them second guessing, you shut them down a little bit, you make them hesitate, you open up more room for your offense, you get to play some more Mortal Kombat. That's going to be my advice for today. I hope you guys enjoy the video. If there's something you struggle with online or a specific thing you need to lab and you're like, hey Kev, I don't know how to beat this tactic, I live to play in practice mode, please let me know what it is, and I could probably get a Tech Tuesday video out for you on it because I want to get this information out to you guys. Stop by the stream if you want to chill and have some fun times. And I'll see you guys next time. Much love as always. You guys have a great night. Keep playing Mortal Kombat, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.